All right, so step H is installing printers to your device. So any old printers that you had in your old computer, this is going to be the step where you get them back on this new PC. And when you connect a local printer using a USB cable, Windows should automatically load the appropriate printer driver. But if it doesn't, you can download the appropriate driver for this operating system, which is Windows 10, from your printer drivers or from your printer manufacturer's website. They should have a driver there. And the website would be something like hp.com. HP makes printers. You may use an HP printer. Regardless, let's start this off. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to click the Start menu in the bottom left, and then you're going to click Settings. And in the Settings menu, you'll want to click Devices, and it should have Add Printers and Scanners all the way at the top. Like printers and scanners is top of this list, but it should be defaulted. So what you're going to want to do is click the plus. And this is automatically scanning for printers and scanners in your area. So you may notice it will pop stuff up if you're in a populated area, but what you want is the printer that I want isn't listed. So you're gonna go ahead and click that when it pops up. And it might take a little sec just to get to the next screen. And when it finally pops up, you'll notice that you're at another pop-up screen, find a printer by other options. What you're going to want to choose is add a printer using TCP/IP address or host name. I'm going to go ahead and click Next. And in that Word document that you saved steps earlier, you're going to have all the info for the printers you need, whether it be host name or IP address or the port name. The port name is one of the things that you looked for when you were saving your printer's settings. So just for the sake of this video, I'm going to type test. You're going to type in whatever you have in that document that you made to know that you would need your settings. And then you're going to click Next. And it's going to say Contacting Printer. Mine obviously is not going to find it. And yours is going to go to this next screen, which is detecting TCP/IP ports. And then you're going to come to another screen when that completes saying that additional port information is required. And what we're going to want to do now is just click Next on this screen. And it's going to detect the driver model, and eventually it's going to pop up another screen after this, which will have models you can choose from, which is right here. And it's recommended that you select the Windows Update button right here. That'll give you a larger list to choose from so that you can find the exact model that you're using. And if you notice that the model you're not using or the model that you're using is not in this list after you've done the Windows Update, just try to select the one that's closest. Such as, like, if you're using an HP LaserJet 4250 PCL6 and you don't find that in the list and you see that there's an HP LaserJet 4200 PCL6, your best bet is to use that driver. And then what you're going to do is click Next. Like I can show you right here in this list, like a Dell printer, and you can find it in this section. But then you're going to click Next. And then you're going to name it whatever you had it named as before, like something that's easily identifiable for you, such as My Department HP LaserJet 4200 PCL6 or English Department Printer, something like that. And then you're going to go ahead and click Next, and the printer will be installed. But I'm going to cancel because that was a fake printer. And then you can set it to your default printer if you want it to be your default printer, and that's entirely up to you. And then what you're going to want to do is click the Print a Test Page button that would pop up, just to make sure that everything's working, everything's hooked up properly. If it prints a test page, obviously all your settings are correct. Your computer's communicating with your printer, and it will print out that test page. And then what you're going to do is click Finish, and you should see that the new printer is listed in your printer window. Like I can get back to Settings, and I can show you where that would appear. So you have this printer and scanners list, like I have all of NMU's printers, like Library Laser, stuff like that. It will now appear in this list. And you should be all set after that. And you can just repeat these steps for every printer that you need to install. And when you're all done, you're ready to move on to the next step.